What if your PC case could actually tell you when it's time to be cleaned, so it doesn't end up looking like this one? Well, this Asus ProArt PA602 actually can, because it comes with a smart dust filtration system that notifies you when it's time to be cleaned. See how this works is behind this massive front grille is an IR sensor that's been designed and set up to measure the amount of dust on your front dust filter, and when the amount of dust hits a specific target, the IR sensor actually will trigger a light on the side of your case, letting you know it's time to clean your PC, giving you no excuses to have a dirty PC. And you're gonna wanna clean your filter because who would wanna limit these massive fans? See, these aren't your standard 120mm fans, because not only are they 200mm in diameter, these fans are also super thick, coming in at 38mm compared to your standard 25mm fan. And this has all been done in the name of maximizing airflow and minimizing noise levels. And our front air intake's not the only cool thing about this case, because it has some features that you've probably never seen before, like a completely toolless GPU installation, as if you just undo this little thumb screw on the back, it gives you the ability to pull this lever out. What this does on the inside is that it actually pulls out a clamping mechanism that's designed to hold your GPU. See, instead of using screws to mount your GPU, you can slot your card into place, then by using the lever, when you actually close it down, it puts a clamping force on the holds for your GPU mount, so it holds it in place without having to use any screws, making installing and swapping your GPU that much easier. And then if you've ever accidentally turned your PC off by bumping the power button, or maybe you have an animal around that likes to step on your power button, you know how annoying that can be when you're working on something or you're in the middle of a game. Well, this case gives you a solution to it because you can actually lock your power button. See, there's an unlock symbol that we're in right now, which allows us to press the power button, but if we switch it to the lock and try to press the power button, it just won't work, as it actually locks the power button, preventing you from turning it off. Extras like that are always my favorite. And speaking of extras, if you happen to have a motherboard with Wi-Fi, you probably have one of these antennas right here, which after screwing into the back of the board, you usually stick on top of your case, or maybe on the back if it's magnetic, but honestly, these are kinda ugly. And if you're looking for a minimalist look, this isn't gonna cut it. So Asus came up with the solution, because if you just slide off the top cover, it actually gives you a little cutout to put your Wi-Fi antenna that has its own little pass-through in the back, so you can have your wire come right down to your motherboard. And then one last thing, if you're gonna buy a case that weighs 35 pounds empty, you gotta have a way to be able to move this thing. And this case actually has two wooden handles on either side that actually look really nice, but the coolest part about this case of everything is it's got wheels.